Hello, sweet Stampin' friends. Thanks for joining me for today's 12 Days of Christmas. If you are one of my American friends and you are celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope that you're having a wonderful day with your family and friends. But every day is a great day to give thanks. And I know that I am very thankful for you for joining me for this 12 Days of Christmas series. So if you have not joined me before, I am Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas, and we are on day 4 of our 12 Days of Christmas series. So if you haven't caught the first 3 days, let me catch you up and show you what we've made so far. So on the first day of Christmas, we made a really cute little moose pocket card that you could stick as like a gift card, maybe some cash, and maybe a package of embellishments for your crafty friend, or just stick a sweet little note inside. Then on day 2, we made this sweet little gift bag that has a cute little note card inside, and I just love how that just sticks out to show the little sentiment there. Now, I did share with you an alternate using the Festive Words stamp set so that you can mix and match these images and have fun with that. Then on day 3, I shared with you how to make this sticky note pad holder that you can display on your desk. This would be a really fun gift to give to maybe a coworker or a teacher so that they always have their little 3x3 sticky notes ready on their desk. All right, so for day 4, I'm going to share with you a project that was designed by Julie Salva to make this cute little door hanger. Now, let me move my stuff out of the way. I rearranged my work surface so everything's in a different spot. So if you would like to craft along or catch up or have the tutorial to be able to make the projects in the 12 Days of Christmas series, I am offering the tutorial in my PDF store, which if you go to my blog at simplysweetinkdesigns.com, there is a link for my PDF store, and the tutorial, it's like 32 pages and it is $25. However, if you would like to earn the tutorial for free is always awesome, right? And if you can shop my online store, use the host code up there in the corner, and you can get it free with a $50 order. So maybe you need some crafting supplies, some cardstock, maybe stock up on adhesives, maybe get this cute little stamp set or the Christmas Friends bundle. Lots of really fun products out there in my online store. So like I said, you can earn this free until December 6, 2024 using that host code. Just make sure you use that host code so that I know that you want the tutorial. All right, so let's go ahead and get into today's project. Just show you a little close-up view. Super cute. This is a door hanger, so it fits really all kinds of doors. If you have, like in my house, I have the lever style, so you can just slide it on that way. Or if it's the knob style, it will easily fit over that door handle. All right, so to do today's project, we are going to need a piece of garden green cardstock. Now this piece measures 5 1/4 by 11 inches. And there's going to be some score lines that we want to make for our base on our door hanger. And I just lost one of my measurements. I know what it is though. Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to want to first start on the short side. So rest your short side of your cardstock at the top, and we're going to score at 1 inch. Then we're going to move over where this orange marker is, and we're going to score at 4 1/4 inch. I know you can't see all the way down, but it does go all the way down. Then we're going to rotate 90 degrees. We're going to score at 3 inches, then again at 4 inches, and then at 7 inches, we're going to make it what we call a partial score mark. So we're going to go from 7 inches until our horizontal score line. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing at 7 inches. So while I have this nice and flat, I'm going to go ahead and add my inside pieces. Let me show you that. So on the inside, we have a piece of designer series paper, and it measures 3 by 6 inches. Now it doesn't need to go all the way down because nobody's going to see inside all the way down inside your box. So I'm using the Take a Bow designer series paper, which is only 6 inches long anyway, and it will be long enough for this project. All right, so we're just going to put this right here on the large section. Remember the section where you did the partial score lines? That is your long section. So put that so it's going to show on the front. Then let's burnish our score lines. I am going to be cutting some notches for the tabs, but I'm going to go ahead and just burnish the score lines while I'm here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we have a piece of designer series paper on the front. So I'm just going to roll that up, and this is my front piece. So this piece is also from Take a Bow, and it measures 2 3/4 by 3 inches, and I'm going to glue it right there on that front panel. All right, so that's it for the designer series paper pieces. So now we're going to do some cutting on our template. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to snip right here where that partial score line is, just up to that other score line. Then we're going to take it and cut all the way up. Now you can use your paper trimmer if you like. I'm just going to use my long pair of scissors. And I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Just snip up to this horizontal, or snip up to this long score line, and then cut again right here, because we don't need these pieces. Those can go bye-bye. All right, so the next what we're going to do is we have score lines here in the middle, and these are going to be our tabs. So I'm just going to snip up those little score lines, miter them a little bit. I'm going to rotate it. Let's do the same thing on the other side. All right, so now we're going to make our box, and to do that, we're going to add glue on our short tabs here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually glue the short tab to the back of the box. Start with that. I'm going to add glue. Again, or if you like, you can use your tear and tape, whatever your preference is. And then we're going to glue the other tab to the other long section on the back. So this is where we're at right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add glue or tear and tape to these sections here. And then that's going to complete our box. There we go. Reach in here, just kind of press down so that it adheres really well. All right, so I'm going to let my glue set up, and we're going to work on the tag part. So for the tag, this actually comes from the Greetings of the Season die set, which is absolutely my favorite die set for this year. And so we're going to do some stamping on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the one that says my gift to you, and I'm going to put it on a block. And then we're going to stamp in Memento black ink, which apparently I didn't grab. It's just right here. Okay, so we're going to stamp in the Memento black ink right here on our tag. Now I want to kind of leave a little bit of room for my garland, so I'm going to come down kind of low. Oh, beautiful. Okay, now what's nice is you don't have to do a lot of coloring with this. So I'm going to take my Real Red Stampin' Blends, and let me get my glasses on so I can see better. I have a new contact prescription that I'm not quite used to yet. All right, so then we're just going to color in. I'm going to start with the dark where I think there would be some shadowing. Color in with the dark Real Red. All right, and then I'm going to come back in with the light Real Red, and we're going to finish coloring it in. And I'm going to pull in some of the darker color that I had before, just kind of minimize those lines and have it kind of graduate in the color. Now I like to use the fine tip end, especially for these little pointed areas. But there is also a brush tip end that you could use for some to brush in the color on larger sections. All right, almost done. Now, if you find that you make a little boo-boo in your coloring when you're using blends, I highly recommend getting the color lifter. And so I have just a little bit of a little overage here that I'm just going to dab right there, and it just kind of minimizes it so it's not as obvious. Now, in this case, you could also add more color if you want to color your tag, but what I'm going to do is I am going to die cut out the garland. To do that, I'm going to pull in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to die cut the garland in Granny Apple Green. Then we're going to die cut the bow in real red cardstock. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's grab the dies. For this one, I'm going to use, there's actually two different sizes. I'm going to use the broader garland. That's going to be, like I said, in the Granny Apple Green, and then the little bow tie, or the little bow, is going to be in real red. All right, so while we have the tag out, let's go ahead and glue our pieces on. So for the garland, I'm just going to glue it flat. And I'm going to put it just under the tag hole. There's a little tag hole right there. And I'm going to put it, though, above my sentiment. And then for this one, I want my little bow to pop up. So I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals here. And I'm going to add a mini dimensional right on each little bow, just so it's out of sight. And then we're going to pop it up right there in the center of our garland. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our box, and we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Oops, I don't want it that high. Now, because it is going to be sticking up a little bit above the box, let's come down just a little bit, maybe leave about an inch or so. We're going to add some dimensionals right here on the lower half. Okay, so let's go ahead, add this on here on the front of our box. All right, so then there's two last things that I want to do. I want to add a little bit of trim. So to do that, I took like 6 inches of the frayed white ribbon. Whew, try saying that 3 times fast. Okay, so we're going to poke this through our hole. And it's kind of thick to tie a bow or to string it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to loop it like this. Then I'm taking 2 pieces of the gold twisted thread. I'm going to come around, and I'm just going to tie a bow around my white ribbon and just make a little double bow here. All right, trim a little bit of that off. I don't need all of that. How cute is that? I love it. I don't know if you can see that gold in there. All right, so to make our door hanger, and actually this is way too long. Let me go ahead and cut some of that off. I want it to actually stick up, not be flopping around. All right, so to make our door hanger, what we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and we are going to, and this is what I found works best for me, is I will come at the top here. I will go as far as it will go to the very back of the punch, and then I line it up left and right, make sure it's centered, and then I punch. And then if you want, you can save that for another project. All right, guys, so that is the project for today. This is day 4. However, I do have an alternate I want to share with you. So I thought, you know what? I want to go back and see what this looks like with the Christmas Friends bundle. So I switched up the colors and I used the cute little bear. Now for my background, I use the Summer Splash in the 2024-26 in color designer series paper. Put it with a pretty in pink tag, and then use the colors in the bear, the wreath, and the bow on his little neck there. So I just thought that was a cute little alternative to this project that was designed by Julie Salva. Super cute. In this, I just added some hot cocoa. You can add a little candy, maybe a candy cane. You could add all kinds of fun little sweet treats to leave on somebody's door and surprise them this holiday season. All right, guys, so I will be back live tomorrow to share day 5 with you, have another fun project. And so if you would like the PDF tutorial, it is available in my PDF store for $25. But don't forget, you can earn it free with a minimum of a $50 order. So I look forward to crafting with you again tomorrow, and you'll have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye, guys.